I think people think that this conflict is like, 500 or something years old. Like it's the easiest way to describe it is that eventually in like the early 1900s, what was then known as what became Israel was known as the quote unquote Ottoman Empire. If you are a student of history like myself, World War One happened, that empire collapses. Of course, because colonialism is a factor of all things in life, Britain basically takes over the portion that then becomes Israel. Palestinians are living there, and they basically call it the British Mandate for Palestine. They call it that from around 1917 to around 1948. All this time, of course, because the Holocaust is happening, Jews keep moving to this place, feeling that, hey, the only way we can avoid persecution and have freedom, given that, the Germans are just slaughtering us and all these other factors, they say this place is the only place we can go because of the historic connection to Jerusalem. So all the while more Jews are moving into this place that is known as the British Mandate for Palestine, the local Arabs and Jews keep just having conflict. The UN steps in and Britain goes out and says, hey, we're going to divide this place into two places. Israel, you're going to get a state, and Palestine, you're going to get a state. Immediately, the Arab countries around that, because of colonialism, and they were recently free, like Egypt, Jordan, are basically saying, hey, the UN is coming in here, giving Israel a state. Now we have to go to war with Israel because they're going to come and jack us up. Essentially, that involved in the conflicts. Israel wins those conflicts, and then they basically take part of Palestine for a long, long period of time. All throughout that, they basically have an agreement in the 70s that basically says, hey, okay, we're going to have peace. But all the while, Israelis keep moving into this area known as the West Bank that is a part of Palestine, which is a huge, huge, huge problem. That is essentially the core of the conflict that Palestinians, and rightfully so, and more people have said like this violates like the UN decree that basically Israelis are moving into territory that has been given to the Palestinians. And the Israeli government has often subsidized that land because it's cheaper for political reasons. That is essentially the heart of this conflict, is that it's essentially a fight over land that some would say all of quote unquote Israel belongs to the Palestinians, but it's not working that way. There is a state for Israel. There originally was a area for Palestine that Israelis kept moving to, which basically made Palestinians feel as if, hey, you all are moving into our territory. Now we can never truly have this freedom that we believe is ours. That's essentially the heart of the conflict.